Great. Having problems?
Yes. One of our lean mean racing type machines. This is not good. Hold the flashlight right, boy. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna get to that someday.
Welcome back to Irish Outlaw Garage, or should I say Zeppy's Outlaw Garage. Today I'm going to start the teardown of this 350 Chevy with a little bit of my dad's help.
That's right. I'm going to be sitting on the sidelines for this one while he gets to tear down this small block Chevy. Where is this motor going? We're pretty damn sure it's going to be going in our 73 Chevelle. And we may do some upgrades to this thing. So let him show you what it's all about.
We've determined that this may be a 4-bolt main from a 1976 Chevy 4x4, which is awesome. It has all of its I forgot what to say. The engine is complete. The valve covers are not from the original engine. They are ours. My dad has already taken out the intake bolts to check if no rats come out on me. We're gonna do a full walk around on this. We know it's a junk motor because it has an orange oil filter. Great. First, we're gonna see if there's no oil in it, and then we're gonna start to tear it down. First, we're gonna get the alternator, water pump, and all that stuff out of the way.
Yep, but I have to hold this for him because this is heavy. So, go ahead, buddy. There you go. Pull your thing off. There you go. We'll get this out of the way. We'll just set this over here. The rest of the junk. Like I said, I am going to help him on some of this stuff because it's heavy. And, you know, I'm not saying he's a weakling or anything like that, but he knows where he's going. And what we're doing is we got a bucket here that has all the parts in it, and I know where they go. It's fine.
Oh.
We're going for these two, right here and right here, and this last one. But go ahead and get those two off.
Oh, that was easy.
That's one thing I can say about Chevy with their water pumps is it's nice to be able to just take 4 bolts off. Yep. There you go, bud. Good job. Right in there. We got one more, and I'll get over here and I'll help you. Push her on there. Gotta hold it on. A lot of people don't realize you gotta push it against there to get the hammer of that gun and knock this loose. You gotta hold it against it. There you go. No, keep it on there. Keep trying. You just gotta hold it on there. He's having all kinds of troubles. Wow. That sucker's on there good, huh? Ah, hold on. So I just used the ratchet to get it loose. That sucker was tight. Like really tight. I just got it loose. There you go. Get her out of there. What are you doing? You're having a hell of a time. Let me see that. Right there. It's on there. There you go. Look at how stuck that is. That sucker is on there. We're gonna have to nope, no El Kabongs needed. So that is a long snout. And this thing, how's that looking there? Oh boy. You see anything crazy? So I noticed timing marks up there. Wow, okay. I'm gonna get these off for him. They're kind of heavy. These aren't, they're aluminum. I had those laying around. I was gonna put them on Oogie and I just never did. So I'll get this intake off. I've already had it off once because I was just kind of looking to see what was in here. And, ooh, boy. Ooh. All right, let's see what's in there. What do you see?
Dirt and rust.
Is there a lot of dirt and rust? Yeah, this thing was sitting for a while. Oh boy. That's, oh good, sandpaper. What do you think the chances of this motor being any good, sir?
Highly not likely.
Not really, huh? Oh man. We're just gonna have to start pulling her apart, I guess. I guess we'll start by taking the what off.
We're gonna get the valve train and the heads off to get a better look at the cylinder walls. So I'm gonna get all of these off and I'm gonna put everything in here because we may reuse them, but we might get a different setup. Who knows?
Yep. We don't know. We're gonna see how bad it is first.
Oh.
What's going on now, Zeppy?
Now that all the rockers are off, now I'm gonna take out all the valve push rods.
Uh-oh.
There's the one that was stuck.
Is there one that's stuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
That one's,
we can't El Kabong our way out of that.
wow. What do you think? The El Kabong?
The El Kabong.
We probably ain't gonna reuse these anyway. I'll let you hit it.
Oh.
You can use the old El Kabong.
How do I just... That or that?
Tap it straight on top. Okay.
Oh, I think I got it loose.
Hear it?
Ooh.
Still, is it bent? That one come out. Go ahead and get it out of there.
Ooh, there's oil. There's all the oil.
I wonder if that... There it comes. There it is.
That's a rusty boy.
Wow, look at all that rust.
Yeah, it's probably...
That's wonderful. That's a good sign.
God.
That's a great sign. The motor's full of something. Yeah, rust and regret. This side's coming out. Oh boy. We may have to get the vacuum cleaner out on this thing.
Oh, God, that one. God.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get the vacuum
It's
cleaner out.
wiggling.
Is it not wanting to come?
Oh, I think I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, it's coming
You just
out.
gotta wiggle it around. It's all corroded. Boy, I hope the bottom of this engine ain't as bad as the top, because
Probably is.
yuck. Yucky. All right, so that's that for those. Let's get this out of your way. We'll put these over here so we don't lose them. Well, we need to get the vacuum out, bud. So I'll let you do that. We need to get all the mouse turds and get all this crap out of here. Just out of curiosity, can we get one of these out? One gonna come out for me? Oh man. Oh man. Oh, there's one. Woo! That's that, you know, it ain't junk.
It's all good.
It's not junk at all. All right, well, I'll put that down there. All right, buddy, you get the vacuum cleaner out. I'll have him vacuum this thing out, and then we'll try to get these heads off.
Is it
That thing has been through hell today.
Is it on?
It's been through hell for the last 2 weeks cleaning up this shop and putting in the wood, you know, the oil burner. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. But, all right, buddy, get her vacuumed. Go ahead and I pulled all those out. Zeppy took a break for a second, get him something to drink. Now he's behind the camera, but this is pretty heavy. If one of these would happen to fall off, I don't want him under it. So I'm just kind of taking them all loose. And I got the one side out already. And then we can pull it apart in just a second. We can just go down the bucket because chances are we ain't reusing these either. All right, let's see what this looks like under here. We'll have to El Kabong it. Yep, we're gonna have to El Kabong it. This poor hammer. Oh boy.
Having problems?
Yes. Might have to even get the bigger hammer out.
Yep.
Well, all right. There it is. There it is. Oh yeah. How bad do you think it is, buddy? You think it's pretty bad? Oh my God.
The gasket.
Good Lord. Ugh. Let me get a better hold on it. All right. How's our cylinders? Oh, well. Well, okay, what do you think, Zeppy?
Looks pretty good.
It does. There's one cylinder there is pretty mouse poopy. We'll get the vacuum in there. Ooh. Oh boy.
Paint, rust.
So this is not good. That right there, that's pretty deep. And the reason this is not good is I'll show you guys. This thing, you can see it if you look right there. This thing is already 60 over. We're gonna have to see if that's just surface crap that got in there, or the rest of the cylinders look okay. I mean, I can't complain, but that one is just, it's shot. But these all look good. These look fantastic, actually. There's no, you don't see any scoring. Maybe we need to try to turn this motor over now that the valve train we found out was locked up on it. So let me get something on this, turn it over.
I'm gonna try to turn it over. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. So we may have to get a new motor. Cylinder 2 is absolute garbage. This is what's gonna happen when you say you're gonna get to them someday. They get moisture in them.
Yeah, so I dug into this. I got my stone hone out just to test it, and guys, this thing's toast. Hold the flashlight right, boy. No, I sanded this down. Used a scraper to scrape off all the pitting and the rust, and I ran my stone hone through here. Just put some, you know, I use this stuff, this blaster as a cutting agent, and I put it in there and I ran that, and we did get it to turn. It will turn, but this is done. That right there is complete gone. There is nothing we can do about this. And it being 60 over already, you're getting into the area of, you know, you're gonna have overheating issues, and we don't do that here. We're gonna make sure that we put in a good motor in this car that's gonna last a long time. Now, I will do some things that are pretty sketchy, but guys, no, we're not gonna build this, and I'm not gonna make this his first engine. So we do have a couple other options, like what? That? You want to put a 454 in a 73?
No.
I don't really. I had other. I want to do something else with that motor. We do have a Pontiac engine we could rebuild. You don't want to put a Pontiac in there? Huh?
No.
No. So anyway, unfortunately, this is a short little start of a video, ain't it? We're gonna have to go find another one, because I'm not gonna have him putting this in as his first motor. We're not doing that. That's too sketchy. I mean, it ain't sketchy. I know I can make it run. I know he can help me and he'll do it, and I know I can make it run, but no. What I've got here is a great big ass parts block. And what's going to upset me is I'm going to pull that pan off, and this is going to be a 4-bolt main, which you can make a 2-bolt mains are fine. There's 2-bolt main in the Malibu. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one, huh? That sucks. Every other cylinder is fine. Not to mention a waste of damn $200. Anyway, so I thought about it and I was like, you know what, let's just build that big block. So I haven't talked to Zeppy about it yet, but I pulled the 402 over here. I decided I would pull the valve cover off and see how clean it is. So anyway, I took all the bolts out of it. Forgot that there's an extra 3 in the center of these big blocks. And we'll just set this over here where it's out of the way. It's a little loose. It's snug. It's snug. It's pretty clean in here, really, guys. It ain't bad at all. Oh, there's a loose one. There's that one, loose one. And then there's that. One of these is not like the other. Well, shit. Now, it could be a million things. It could have just backed itself off, which is highly unlikely. Get all this crap out of the way. Can I get this out without? Let me take this side off. All right, that one's off. It's clean too. Wow, guys. Look at the inside of this engine. I mean, we got some loosey-goosies. That's fine. It's all good. We won't know anything till we get in there, but this motor don't look too old. Now I'm intrigued. Now I think we might be, because this actually doesn't bother me so much. As if that could have just backed itself off. And these have screw-in studs. So I need to check what heads these are too. I imagine these are the big old throaty for, you know, basically for, it's a truck engine, so I'm sure the heads, I'll have to get in here and get the numbers off of them. There they are right there. I'll get them and we'll find out what they are. Okay, so these are, what were they, 241s. So these are, I believe, 117 cc or 113. I can't remember. I was just basking through it quickly. Anyway, these are oval port, but they have an open chamber. So they're a little bit, you know, they're not heavy performance heads. But for what we're going to do, I think these are just going to be just fine. And the way these look, I'll bet that if I just put some, you know, work into them, clean the valves up, do a little lap job on them like I do on the bench, and maybe, you know, we'll put new springs and everything to match whatever cam we go with. But so far, I think we're in good shape as far as heads go. I don't think we're going to have any problems there. So we'll see. What are we going to do with this? This thing's original, I think, but for a 1972 to be that clean, how do I feel like we're going to get into something a little more here? Let's just, maybe we'll get that intake off now. All right, I got all the bolts out and all that. I was wondering what the hell this hose was right here. Cut it off the back of the car. That's what they used for a PCV valve. It's a garden hose. Hey, I know this thing came from Oklahoma, so use what you had on the ranch or whatever. Let's try it. Old cast iron. God damn, that's heavy. Hey. Oh. Oh, shit. Right off the bat. That motor looks brand new. Right when you think everything's just fine, then you start digging in. So yeah, looks good in here, don't it? It's nice and clean, except for, you know, rust in the cylinder walls. You can do that, but then, you know, turn the light on subject. Yeah, that's not good. And you know, other than that, it looks pretty clean in here. Somebody got in here and said nope, but and then I started noticing in here, see if I can get a pinpoint light. There's no valve left in there at all. It's gone. So I suppose we'll take the exhaust manifolds off and we'll just keep going. Why not? There we go. These are all good bolts. This is surprising. 11/16. What'd I do with it? Come on now. Hello. Where'd you go? There you are. And take these off. We're just going to go right for it and take the heads off of this thing. Okay. Everything's out that needs to be out, so let's pull a big block head, huh? See how bad this side is. Nope. No, sir. Oh shit. Big head. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that, well, so, yeah, okay, all right, okay, yeah, she come apart okay, except for that, yeah, just, those are trashed. But how's the cylinder look? Well, it's equally as terrible. But we've only pulled off one head, so you know we might as well see what the other one looks like. Correct? Yeah. I don't even know what that is. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh man. Oh, this, kill me. Yeah. So, that one's bad. This one's, you know, it's just fine. It's fine. Look, no, whatever that stuff was, but, broken valves. I wonder what, you know, this is bad. It's terrible. This is, I don't know what that is. Let's vacuum this out and see what it is. I'm curious. The nice thing is, I'm going to tell you, at least these are all the way up. That way, hopefully nothing got the cylinders. That piston is toast. So this is just as bad a problem. This is not good. Really, really not good. I just cleaned this place. God damn it. Messed up my carpet. How am I supposed to have my millionaire friends over? You know what I mean? This is just damaging to my reputation. So I've done what I can do. I did clean this piston up. It is a stock piston. This has never been redone. Number 7, still marked number 7. Left. Yeah. But I sprayed them all down with some, you know, juice that I got, and I'm gonna let that soak for a little while. It's a bubbling and shit, but I did run a little bit, and I can deal with this. It just depends on how far down this is. If it's just at the top, I'm not going to concern myself too much with it, but won't know until we get her completely apart. But I got pizza to eat. I'll be back. Yeah, pizza was good. I've got updates. I got back out here after I was done eating, you know, letting these things soak what could soak. Drained the oil out of it, filled up my, you know, filled that up almost completely of actual oil too. So then I decided I would get the, you know, get the harmonic balancer off so I can get the timing cover off. And well, my tools weren't working. That one, which is the wrong tool, that was my dad's, and it worked, but unfortunately it split the balancer, dampener, whatever you want to call it. It split it in half, but there was no way around it. I heated and heated and heated till this thing was just smoking, but I did end up getting it off. But yeah, that all came out just by pulling that. So let's get this timing cover off and see what we look like in there. There we go. God, what a mess. Oklahoma dirt. Woo! God, this thing's so clean inside. That's driving me crazy. Oh, she clean, but ooh, she's a bit sloppy. She's a little sloppy. Yikes. I don't need to take that off at the moment. This is disconcerting of how freaking clean this motor is. Look at that. God. You need to stop letting shit sit. That's all I got to say about that. That motor is gorgeous in the inside. This is probably the cleanest internal engine I have ever torn apart that has been sitting. God, that's upsetting. This is getting ridiculous. All these lifters are coming right out. Matter of fact, I pulled one out completely and it just slid right back in. What is going on? This motor is basically brand new. So somebody rebuilt it, pulled the ring ridge off of it, and, oh, that's my fault actually. And they pulled the ring ridge off and then put it back together, and then it sat, and it sat, and it sat. And, well, you know what I always say, the old I'm gonna get to that someday. These ain't even, I mean, that was the only one that gave me a little bit of trouble, but it's not really giving me trouble. There ain't been oil pumping through this for years, and they're sliding perfectly, just sliding out. By the way, I use a pick. You can get it down in that little oil hole, and they just pop right out. Yeah, they all come right out. I'll bet this thing comes right the hell out too. Oh, look who showed up after all the work's done.
I put the lights up on the roof.
Yeah. What do we got?
For me, it's never been questioned. My great-grandfather was a spiritualist and psychic.
Stock. She's stock. So them bearings look great. B07573 574. These lifters all look fantastic, and they're going right in the garbage. I don't play around with that. I know you can. I have used lifters, like take a motor apart and redo it the way it is, but we ain't doing that. We're gonna make us one of our lean mean racing type machines. All right, let's flip this bitch over and get a mess going. Oh, chain me up and tie me down loose and shit, whatever. Yee-hoo. Oh, you son of a bitch. This is definitely Oklahoma mud. Probably like southern Oklahoma, because it's red dirt, like Texas red dirt. Come on. All right. The big reveal. Oh yeah. Come on. There you go. No dirt. Oh my God. Oh my God. This thing had been gone through. This is a beautiful, beautiful engine on the inside. I mean, wow. The oil screen is clean. Guys, don't let shit sit. You know, if you're not gonna use it, goddamn, give it to somebody who will. I bet that this thing was in-framed. In other words, it was built in the car, or in the truck in this case. I'll bet they took all this apart, you know, underneath and just left her in the truck. People still do that. And they did. I mean, man, I hope we can get those pistons out of there. That would be awesome. That thing's not exactly in a good place for it. We might be able to get that crank out of there. I mean, I'm pulling the crank out, I'm pulling it all out. That way we can just work on those cylinders. Because if this crank is good and everything's new and we'll check the bearings, we may just stick her back together with a new couple pistons, 2 or 3 pistons in it. I ain't gonna touch it. There ain't no reason to do all that shit. You just ain't. We'll just beef her up on the top end. It obviously needs heads. Those things are shit. We can find a better set of heads. Oh, let me get you in here. I'll show you how clean this thing really is. So usually when I'm tearing these things down and I'm showing people, there's sludge and crap. Other than the dirt, you know, on the outside. The inside, this is unbelievable. Wow. Look at that oil. The oil was not bad. I mean, when I drained it, I put it up in there, it's perfect. There's nothing in the screen. This is, it'd been apart, okay? That's newer silicone. Oh my God. Well, let me do some thinking. Maybe we'll try something. Maybe we can't get something on here. Well, no, I don't want to hurt that. Get something we can get this thing turning. I think we could possibly maybe get this one off. If we get this cap off, I'll bet this thing will turn backwards if it ain't pulling on that one, because I guarantee you that's the only one that's really seized. And if we can get away with just getting that one off, that'd be even better. So we can check that cylinder. I can hone it just the way it is, put a new set of rings in it. I've done it before. I know that's not how you're supposed to do it, but I don't do that. I do filling station rebuilds, guys. And what that means is, if this thing's good all the way around, you only hit the problem cylinder, and you put it back on the road. I'll just, you know, beef up the cam a little bit, because I'll look whenever I get this thing rolling. I'll look at them cam bearings. They weren't hurt at all. So we'll just throw like a 268 or maybe some, because it's a race car, maybe we're thinking about putting it in a car that's going to be a tribute race car. Maybe we throw something in there that just makes her pop and just like crazy ass sounding, you know what I mean? Maybe we do that. Put something crazy in it. Just put some nice boom tubes out the sides, no mufflers. I think I can get away with it. Anyway, let me see what I can do here. Let me bring you in on a little bit here. I'm having a hell of a time getting this crank out of here. And it's mainly because of that number 2 that's frozen. I did get some of them, beat them into submission, and they worked. But let me show you how I got to this and this. Basically, they're underneath the block area. I can't get to them. Well, there's a point where you just get angry. And I took my Dowmy here, my big one, and I got these little edges of the crank right there and right there. Probably ain't good on them, but get her up in the air. Almost. We're getting closer. What it's doing is it's pulling the whole goddamn crank up. It's rotating itself up on, but that's how we're doing it because that's the only way we can. Aha! She's coming. There she comes. There she comes. What'd I do? What'd I do? Where'd he go? Hello? Where'd my wrench go? What do I do with it? I guess I'll get a cigarette while I wait. By the way, I about blew the place up again. A little bit of gas was in this oil. So that's fine. Whatever, made a hell of a noise actually. Come on, baby. This is what I've been dealing with right here. There she comes. Come on out of there. You're coming out whether you like it or not. There she comes. Come on, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Oh. Now you got no excuses, bitch. You're getting rebuilt. Wow. That sucker is stuck. Wow. Even the piston pin is stuck. Come on, baby. What do you say, number 2? Ooh. Yeah. All the rings are stuck. That's my bad, that's number 1. I don't know how I can emphasize any more than I always do. I'm gonna get to that someday. Well, that's gonna come right out. Yeah, over there. Look at that. Come right out of there. Get out of there. How we doing? Whoops. These are all really bad. This is madness. There's the left bank. Now, this should be a f***ing blast. This side is gonna be a son of a bitch. I'm just telling you that right now. Just letting the camera roll and the thunder rolls, down, 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 and the thunder rolls, and the thunder rolls, and the lightning strikes, down, down, down. She's coming to the moon, even further than the moon. You're coming loose, bitch. God damn. This may be one of them cut the bitch out. Get out the torch and just Maybe, maybe. I know that one ain't gonna f***ing move. Give it hell, Bob. You're coming out, whether you like it or not. Now I'm getting goofy. You. That would be piston splitting. Yeah. Wow. Gotcha. Going down slow and easy. Yeah. Wow. Well, regardless, the pistons are garbage. Boy, my finger is smashed. There's one. That thing is completely seized. It's gonna have to be broken out of there. She's going down. Maybe get a scraper or something in there. Yeah. I don't want to go down too far. So here's my problem cylinders. I have beat holes through both of these. They will not budge. So this may be a thing where I gotta wait till tomorrow, spray these suckers down, and if that don't work, then I'll get the goddamn torch out and I'll just torch the head of them things off and we'll go from there. But believe it or not, these cylinders, I haven't taken a good look. It didn't look so bad, but let me keep trying on this for a little bit. She's fighting a good fight. That's for damn sure. Well, do I ruin the rod and just give her hell? Let me try this other one first. She's going. Slowly but surely, she's going. I just may have to ruin a rod. Knock this sumbitch out of there. Nope. Well, there's always this option too, I guess. We'll just use our block. Come on now. All right, fine. Hate doing that. There is a ridge. Oh yeah. How bad a ridge? Oh, really bad ridge. That might be. Might very well could be have a bad cylinder, but It depends on how far down the hole it is. That's God's honest truth. Give it all the juices. Once you get it moving, you got to get it staying moving. There we go. Ow! Ow! I'll have to use part of the rod because there's nothing left of the piston. Come on. God damn! Things in a million pieces. What is going on? What the frig? Get out of there, you friggin' bastard. Are you serious? The rings are stuck. Now what? Son of a bitch. I got two of yous out. Now I know what to do. Just crack that other side. This one's going to cooperate. Finally. Ow! Well, it was cooperating. Now it smashed my thumb. Piece of shit. Now I'm frickin' jumpy. Already smashed my hand, now my thumb. I'm good and pissed. Oh, you still there? Hate to bore you with my junk. Let's check the damage, shall we? And there's no way I'm leaving all that out. I know you don't like it, but you want to see the trouble doing it. There it is. Oh yeah. Son of a bitch, that smarts. All right, I'll be right back. Let me rest just a second. So I knew this motor was probably junk, and I kind of sent it a little hard. Didn't realize this was happening until it was too late. I don't know, I'm gonna need a lot of JB weld. So there's the piston. It came out, but yeah, so I may slightly have gotten carried away, and I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. So yeah, so that's gonna do it. Two bad engines in 5 hours. I did everything I could. Guess we'll start looking for another motor, maybe a couple. Like, share, subscribe. Cuss, discuss. I need some whiskey and a beer. I'll see y'all later.